Welcome back to the Texas Tech TV pregame show. Robert Giovannetti now joined by two of the guys that make the Red Raiders look so great week in and week out. Mike McBride and Pat Flynn from Under Armour. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, talk first about these beautiful uniforms. Everyone has seen them before. But before we even get to that, talk about the relationship between Under Armour and Texas Tech, because it's been a great marriage over these last couple of years, and really the two have become associated with each other.
Yeah, there's no question. You know, several years back, Texas Tech and Under Armour got together, and they formed a relationship, a partnership. And that's how we treat it. We treat it as family when we get involved with a program. And we've grown together. There's been success on the field. Our company's had success, and we've really kind of used each other to bounce ideas off and become a bigger program.
How does it make you feel when you walk around a college town like this and you see young kids, older kids, everyone wearing Under Armour?
Well, it's unbelievable. I mean, the town and city of Lubbock have really taken over as an Under Armour city. I mean, when I land in Lubbock, I feel like I'm almost in Baltimore with how many logos I see. It's just really it's really humbling to see how much they've really taken to our brand.
Well, guys, talk about this year's uniform and tell us what's unique about we saw the black already, but tell us a little bit about that one.
We started off the year with the solid whites head to toe, and then we came out last week with the head to toe blacks. And I think where it all starts with is Cliff Kingsbury as a head coach. You know, he's such a unique individual. He has a vision for this program, and that vision includes everything from recruits to the play on the field and how you look and feel. And it was very important to him in our very first meeting back in January, right after he was hired, and he expressed all that to us. He already had it laid out. And, you know, Pat working on campus and with the people back in our office, we came up with these uniforms. And you know, our very first entree onto the field had to be guns up. You know, that's what Texas Tech is all about, and that's you know, a spirit that you guys live by, and that's reflected in the design elements of the uniform itself.
Now, there is a hidden guns up. Is that correct in this?
Yeah, you know, we operate on a 555 concept, meaning the fans from 500 feet away will be able to see certain elements of the uniform, and then those on the sidelines from 50 feet away will see another. And then the 5 feet element really is just for the athletes. It's a message, a secret little thing that's put in the different components of the uniform so that they can be inspired and be reminded of what they play for. So yes, different little tricks throughout there, and we'll leave the 5-foot element to the players. We'll keep that for them.
You don't want to break the secrets. Talk about these shoes too, because those are pretty cool looking shoes, also from top to bottom.
Yeah, I mean, we started with Cam Newton, who came in, really changed the way that we looked at shoes. We started with the highlight. This is a low version. And the chrome bottoms, I mean, no other team is doing that in college football right now. So the equipment guys were really excited about that. The players were really excited about that, and we think it's just a great look.
It almost got a ruby red slipper look to it, doesn't it?
Right.
Yes.
Click 3 times and win a bunch of games.
Score a touchdown.
You know, every little detail was from the direction of Cliff Kingsbury, and Zane Perry and his equipment staff really worked hard with Pat to execute all these elements.
What's the process on this? When does it start? When do you guys sit down and start saying, hey, well, let's look at the uniforms?
I mean, it's a year-and-a-half out process. I mean, as soon as Cliff came in, we knew we had to change the game. We knew we had to come up with some different concepts, and I mean, this was really based around Cliff. I mean, he's guns up all the way. He's Texas Tech all the way. So we really want to represent that and tell the story through these new uniforms.
And the fans should know this is just the beginning.
Well,
this is just the beginning. You know, I stated with the SMU, you came out with the solid whites, and then last week you came out with the solid blacks. And this week, with the athletes taking the field, I think it's safe to show the audience.
Because it's Lone Star Pride night tonight.
It's Lone Star Pride, and we want to change it up. And Cliff took it a next step, and he wanted to do something that's never been done in the history of Texas Tech football program, and we're going to wear gray today. So we're coming out with the gray jersey, the gray pants, the coordinated socks, and then not since the early 50s, a gray helmet, which is going to be a shocker to the fans and the students. And so you're going to have head-to-toe gray.
What's Cliff's reaction when he sees something like this? How does he? He's kind of a laid-back guy.
He is, but I mean, these
He's
uniforms.
not laid back when it comes to uniforms.
When it comes to these uniforms, he's more psyched up probably than most of the players on the field. I mean, he came in and he was the one who said, you know, we're going to change the game, and we're going to really, you know, make people look twice at the field and say, you know, these guys are looking like nothing we've ever seen before. And like Mike said, I mean, this is just the beginning. Stay tuned for the rest of the season. And also on to next season too. We've already got some great ideas, and it's going to be really exciting.
Pat alluded to that being a year and a half process. Obviously, we had a shorter process this year with Cliff being hired and everywhere. But you know, we're already well on our way for 2014, and starting to chip away a little bit at 2015 actually. So
Are we seeing the days basically over of college teams saying, hey, we're going to just have one uniform, we're going to wear our one color?
I don't think they're over. I think it's for us as Under Armour, we work with each individual program, and we develop a plan based off of their desires. So, some schools want to stick to 1 or 2 uniforms and that's it, and others want to go very, very past the envelope, push the envelope.
And we've taken the approach too. I mean, we're never going to do something just because it's cool. We're really going to tie in to the university and see something cool, with the guns up. We're not going to really go with a chrome helmet and just because it's chrome. We're gonna look at something that really means something to the players, the coach, and to the university. So we think this definitely executes.
The story has to relate to the university, or you're just doing it to do it.
And to me, this doesn't seem forced for Texas Tech. This does seem to be a Texas Tech feel to it.
It's an evolution.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As we've watched Under Armour, the evolution, I think we've seen the evolution of Under Armour also over these last few years. What makes Under Armour different than you think from other these type companies?
There's a handwritten quote that's on our CEO's wall that says, "Culture eats strategy for lunch." And that's a great phrase, and that's what makes Under Armour different. The culture within that building, it's truly a team atmosphere. We're all working together, and we're always challenging each other. Innovation is a daily concept, a daily conversation. We're always looking to be innovative, whether it's in the process and protocol of the daily work, or uniforms, materials, how we construct things, everything. It's all about being innovative and pushing each other.
How do you guys act in the game? You get a little jacked up during game time?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, we'll gear up for the chest bump or the side bump, but I mean, that's just
You'll be on the
part of
sideline, right? You'll be down there
Absolutely.
somewhere, so we can look for you guys tonight after touchdown, maybe
Absolutely,
a chest
yeah.
bump.
And be sure too to look for, as you can see on some of the players, the alter ego line has been huge for us as a company at retail. As you can see, the players on the field wearing it. I mean, when they've got that Superman on their chest, with the guns up.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's even
good.
a more detailed secret that the fans maybe weren't aware of. We released an alter ego base layer piece for the program, and in a play like Superman tonight.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. Always look forward to what you see the fans on social media every week saying, "What's the uniform going to look like this week?" You guys always have the answers, and it's fun to watch that. Mike McBride, Pat Flynn, Under Armour. Appreciate you guys being with us tonight.
I appreciate
Thanks for
being
having
here.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.